Let's take us through the emotions right after the game.
Excited, grateful to still be dancing. We fought back, showed some grit, some toughness. Just happy to still be playing, man. One another game.
First half, you guys closed it out strong at the end of the first half, but kind of dug yourself a hole again. Was that talked about at all at halftime? How do you guys kind of switch the momentum again?
Definitely, they were tougher than us first half. You know, they got up in us, denied everything. I personally played like shit. Had too many turnovers, wasn't guarding anybody, and we just couldn't do what we was doing. So we just came in halftime down 2. J.A. made a big time 3. Jace made a big time 3 right to end the half, and just coming down 2 after the way we played just gave us a chance. And then it was 50-49. We finally was able to get over the hump second half, and it's just kind of momentum and energy was on our side. Padula made some big time shots, big time plays for them. And a lot of them did. You know, they had a baseline 3. So every time we was trying to pull away, they made a big-time shot or a big-time run, and we finally went on a small run and take the lead.
What does it say about Jace? You know, last game against New Mexico, just struggled with his shot, and then you mentioned it, the second half he came out strong, but in the first half as well, those threes started falling. What does it say about his game that he was able to rebound so well for you guys this game?
We need him. Like I said last game, big-time players make big-time plays, and I said yesterday, 2 days ago in the media that, he missed some shots he usually make. And today he made the shots that he usually make. So just big time. He came up big for us, him, J.A. Cohen played great. It's just all-around team.
So Padula seemed like he was talking to you a little bit. What were you guys just chatting about out there?
Just some friendly basketball, nothing too crazy. But, just, he's a competitor too. He came out, he competed, and I love that. He talked a little bit. We played a game, made some big-time plays, and it just made basketball fun.
And what about the free throws at the end?
Big time. Obviously we struggled down in Cleveland. We missed a lot of free throws. And we harped, as a team and together that we came in, shoot free throws before practice, after practice, just trying to get a lot more reps. We was one of the best free throw shooting teams early in the year, so just getting more reps up.
You guys shorten the rotation in a way you haven't this year.
Yeah, I think they got some tough guys for sure. They're they're physical. Padula had a hell of a game. The amount of shot making and shot taking that he can do and make is crazy, man. For the size he is and all that, being able to create is impressive. So kudos to him.
Padula gutty enough he could play for your team?
I feel like we got some guards that can can do that job too. And I think at this point of the season, it's about team basketball. So. Yep.
Coop 8 for 8 in the final minute, specifically your free throws from the free throw line. That is specifically your free throws coming on at 1-1. I mean, how important is that, and how clutch is that down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, I just continue to take deep breaths in the moment. I try not to get too involved in what's this going to impact or what's going to happen. I just kind of go back to my process, go back to my my techniques, and just just trust myself, trust the work that I put in. But I'm glad I could continue to help us get on that run and continue to play good basketball towards the second half.
Walk through that layup. You guys had that little exchange with Trey where you kind of fumbled it there. First of all, getting that second chance to do that, but also how did that play work for you?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of for me, I felt like I was just running around a lot all game, kind of slipping ball screens, setting ball screens, and kind of, sometimes might have been a no man's land, but, at the end of the game, just trying to cause as much confusion as I can. And, it's at the end of the game, you got to be a basketball player. So for him to make that play is huge for our team and his confidence on the road.
I'm talking about your layup.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Okay. Yeah. Because he came off, and then my guy kind of stepped up too, so I was open. And we've been working all week about keeping the ball high and realizing that they're going to rally to the ball once you get in the paint. So I just trusted the work that Sadi and Woj put us through, and kept the ball high and just laid it in. So I mean, it was amazing. It's cool.
What has made this team so good in the second half when you're
I mean, I think it's just the fact of getting used to the game. I think honestly, we do have some younger guys, some more inexperienced guys. I think that at this point of the game, this point of the season, you know, it's something that we definitely want to work on and continue to get better at. But you know, I think it could be coach. Could be coach. I don't want to give him too much credit though, because we got some good players. But ultimately, it's just the toughness and the will to win that we have in the second half, and especially when we're down by a margin like that. So.
Another short prep. You don't know who you're facing. There's a chance you could play Michigan. I guess, first of all, how do you kind of enjoy the short prep? And then the white elephant in the room.
Yeah. I mean, whatever happens, you know, we're blessed to be here. We're blessed to be able to play and on this stage and in this moment, so to go to the Final Four. So either way, you know, we've been prepping all week, kind of prepping for 3 different teams. Is what you have to do in this tournament, especially when you're at home and you've got your court and all that. So now it's just. You know, whatever happens. But I think we have the coaches that are willing to put the time in and lose hours of sleep over to get us prepared. But ultimately, I think it just goes back to getting us rested, getting some rehab, and continue to be mentally strong and watching film. So.
As a kid who grew up in Michigan, what would a Michigan versus Michigan State game to go to the Final Four? Players to the state.
I mean, I think that would be crazy. I feel like the amount of tension, you know, with that rivalry and how deep that goes, it'd be ultimately. I feel like a great honor to be able to play in that game against them. But also, it feel really good to, you know, beat them to go to that Final Four, and that's what our goal is now. So.
Carson, when you guys play that much small, so like when Cohen's in and there's only one big guy, I'm curious how that affects you guys with the rebounding, or maybe a different look for the cutouts and box outs.
Yeah, I think we started off, you know, them out rebounding us in the first half too. Especially, it's big for our 4-man and guards to come in and clean up those. But I mean, that's. That was something that they weren't as good at, and we kind of made them good at it. But you know, we got tough guys that are going to continue to fight no matter what. And then, you know, Frankie and Cohen just being able to kind of get their hands on anything, or just, you know, Cohen's a little tip out so he can do here and there. I mean, Cohen had a hell of a block at the end of the game too, and just, you know, his presence around there ultimately can you know, can help our team too. So.
What's it like to see Cohen have a game like this in his hometown, so many of his family in the crowd? Like for him to do that here and punch you guys' ticket.
Yeah, I mean that's part of our motivation. We know that, you know, this is his home city. He's got all of his friends and family here. So for us, it's that motivation to come out and win for him, for coach, for all the fans. And ultimately, you know, just win for our team too. Just continue to, you know, build that chemistry as we go along. And then for Cohen, I hope he can enjoy this for a little bit. So.
You knew they were a physical team coming into the.
And then Padula came down and hit a big 3. One time, me and Coop switched. Padula hit a deep 3 on me. So, you know, that just shows how good of a team they were. A lot of respect for them. But, yeah, it definitely felt, you know, back and forth there for a minute.
I was talking about this, but it looked like there was a concerted effort in the second half to attack them off the dribble. Talk about, was that the plan? And the layup that you had split in the double, kind of what you saw there?
Yeah, it definitely was. You know, we had a more conservative effort to do that. You know, we wanted to space them out because they were heavy in gaps. They forced to the baseline. You know, they were hurting us with that in the first half. So we kind of changed our game plan up a little bit, set a lot of slip screens, a lot of ball screens. And, you know, we were able to get downhill and finish at the rim or kick for open 3, so, or get fouled. So, you know, I think it helped us a lot.
You guys have kind of here and there missing some free throws to close the game with a free throw shooting like that. What does that mean for you guys going forward to sort of have that figured out?
Yeah, that's big for us. You know, Coach always tells us free throws are gonna win you championships. The little things are gonna win you championships. And you know, I think it was the Bryant game. We didn't shoot well. You know, the first 2 games we didn't shoot as good as we thought we should from the free throw line. So this whole past week we put an extra effort in. You know, everyone on the team got up more free throws, and you know, it paid off tonight.
Padula felt like he didn't have a lot of empty calories in his stat line, had a lot of clutch buckets, a lot of tying buckets. I guess, what challenges did he pose for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he's a player. He's a really good player. You know, he's a big-time shot taker and shot maker. He's tough. You know, he runs their team. The ball goes through him. So it was just kind of, you know, I think a big props to him. He's a really good player. And, you know, we let him get a couple easy ones in the first half and had some mishaps in the second half. But, yeah, he's a real good player, so much respect to him.
With Jace kind of coming into his own in this game after a rougher start to the last round, what's it like to have you guys a shot maker sort of hitting his groove here?
Yeah, you know, perfect timing to get hot. We got, you know, guaranteed one game, but hopefully 3 games left. And, you know, if everyone hits their stride right now, you know, that's perfect for us.
Thanks, man.
Right.
Sorry, you go. For you, what does it mean to be in this spot? I know it's probably a week ago,
Yeah.
but, you know, playing minutes in the Sweet 16 matchup.
Yeah. No, I mean, it feels great. Really grateful to be in this position. You know, really grateful for the coaching staff to believe in me to put me out in such a big game. And, you know, every time I'm out there, I just want to give 110%, do anything my team needs for us to win. And, you know, I'm happy that we got the W tonight.
What would it mean for you personally if you guys were able to make it to a Final Four? I mean, that's on a lot of basketball players' bucket lists. I'm assuming it's on yours too.
For sure. I think it would mean a lot. Being just a kid from Bellevue, Nebraska, you know, where not a lot of people really make it D1. To be able to go far in the tournament would mean a lot to me.
Big comic guy then? I love that. Is that so? That's your go-to?
Yeah, I have a lot of T-shirts like this actually with like Dr. Doom. I thought this would be cool because it's also green, you know. So.
Okay.
But no, I love the character and what's happening in Marvel too. So it kind of goes, you know, there's two meanings to it.
I love it. You guys seem very comfortable in the second half. I know that you've dealt with a lot of adversity and being down in the second half. Did you sense the comfortability from this team?
Maybe comfortability might not be the best. It was maybe sense of urgency was probably a better word for it, because in the first half we knew that we were not playing good at all. You know, we were struggling, you know, kind of, you know, struggling physically and with our plays and our offense. And I feel like, you know, coming into halftime, coach, you know, gives his great speeches, but also the guys, you know, kind of got on each other. We were all just kind of like angry on like, we don't want this to, you know, we don't want to end this way. And so coming out into the second half, you're just like, okay, we know what to do now. It's not overwhelmed. We took a second to kind of calm down a little bit, and we went out and we you know, we executed. We still had some mistakes here and there, but, you know, we came out, you know, with a sense of urgency.
One of 8 teams remaining now.
Picking up to these guys. The last game, I basically sucked, so I knew I had to come in make plays this game.
Yeah, because we still have a shot to, you know.
This is the team that for every game you turn, you got a slow start, you came back, you got the lead, you won.
What does it say about this team that can be sometimes down but never out?
Just the fighting these guys. I feel like every single one of these guys is willing to fight for this win. So I feel like we just come in and fight. I think we got to get off to better starts, but I know we're going to fight as hard as we can to win games.
Jace, just what does it mean to you personally to be going on to the Elite Eight, getting to the next stage, and having a shot to play for the Final Four?
It means a lot. When you envision your college career, you want to get to these things as fast as possible, and for me to be able to do it in my freshman year right now, it feels really special. So just want to keep the train rolling and get to that Final Four.
What do you think it says about yourself that you were able to go from a game where shots just weren't falling against New Mexico, and just a few days later, you were able to find your stride again? What does it say about you and your maybe your mentality to be able to bounce back?
Just the confidence I have in myself. I feel like I can play with anybody in the country. So for me, I know I'm going to have utmost confidence in everything I do. So coming into this game, I knew I had to come in with a lot of confidence and trust in myself.
What about the free throws at the end? You know, was there any doubt that those were going to go in?
I mean, we work on those all the time. I think that's the one thing that we never stop working on. I mean, Coach always has us in the gym shooting free throws. So we knew when it comes into crunch time, we got to hit those because those are game-sealing shots. And when you got 2 guys like Jaden and Trey shooting those free throws at the end of the game, you got a lot of belief that they're going in.
Did their pressure at the beginning of the game